In this video, I'm going to compare the YuXin Little Magic M 5x5, the AoChuang GTS M 5x5, and the Valk 5M. These three might not be perceived necessarily as total flagships, but for me, these have all been regular 5x5s I've used in my collection. So why not compare them? Between these three cubes, one has been my main, one I travel with, and one is new and exciting. Between now and the end of this video, I'll reveal which 5x5 is my current main and why. So I'll be comparing the following: weight and size, magnetic strength, corner cutting, mechanisms and detail, and price. To start, the YuXin Little Magic M 5x5 is 62mm and is 146.2 grams. The AoChuang GTS M 5x5 is 63mm and 153.4 grams. And the Valk 5M is 62mm and 136 grams. From the size and weight perspective, the AoChuang GTS M 5x5 is the largest and heaviest, while the Valk 5M is tied for the smallest and is the lightest. So personally, I like my 5x5s to be lighter and more comfortable in my hands. So to pick a winner based on size and weight, I'm going with the Valk 5M. So now let's compare the magnetic strengths. Starting with the AoChuang GTS M 5x5, the magnets in the outer layers feel a bit light and that magnetic bump exists, but it isn't super defined. The inners feel a bit more medium to me, and I'm not sure if it's the weight of the pieces that make it feel a bit lighter to me or not, but it is what it is. The Valk 5M has a more medium magnetic feel in the outers and a more strongly defined magnetic feel in the inners. So to me, this feels good. I love that magnetic bump that it has, and it falls along the lines of what I personally need in a big cube. The YuXin Little Magic M 5x5 is kind of like the GTS M 5x5, but marginally lighter in the outers and the inners. So having stronger magnets is important to me because of cube stability, which I require when I'm solving. Since I'm not crazy fast, I need this assistance in the magnets to make up for my lack of skill. So for that reason, I'm having to put the Valk 5M again as the winner for this round. All right, time for some corner cutting. The Valk 5M corner cutting is around that middle of the second piece, maybe a little bit past it, which is pretty amazing given that it's a 5x5. The AoChuang GTS M 5x5 is barely cutting around that first line. Kind of disappointing now that I have experienced other solid 5x5 options. The YuXin Little Magic 5x5 feels like it wants to cut past that first line, but this is where the quality lacks. It feels like it's going to pop if I push it too much farther past this. So I'm going to say it comfortably cuts around that first line, maybe just past it. So again, the Valk 5M is winning in this department as well. So now let's go ahead and break it all down and take a look inside. As you can see, the cores are all pretty different. With the Valk 5M, you have this wide center plate where the YuXin Little Magic is pretty in the middle, with the AoChuang being the smallest. Not that this has anything to do with the overall performance, but it's interesting to see that three great 5x5s massively differ in structures. As for the centers and the edges, all are pretty different as well. The YuXin Little Magic and the AoChuang don't have any grooves along the corner piece, while the Valk 5M has grooves all around the corner piece. In the opposite fashion, the YuXin Little Magic and the AoChuang both have grooves on both sides of the edge piece, while the Valk 5M only has them on the inners. Either way, so many different ways to build a 5x5, and at least these all feel great. So let's get these all back together and move on to the next part of the comparison. Lastly, it's time to compare the price. I purposefully picked three cubes with wildly different prices. The YuXin Little Magic M 5x5 is $16.95. The AoChuang GTS M 5x5 is $39.95. And the Valk 5M is $49.95 on speedcubeshop.com. Don't forget to use discount code HERO at checkout. Clearly there's a massive swing in price, and to be honest, I'm glad about that. All of these 5x5s could be someone's mains, and I feel like the marginal details separate the three. Clearly you'll find a solid cube for $16.95 in the YuXin Little Magic M 5x5, which also wins the price section. This is what I personally use to travel with because it's affordable enough that if something breaks or goes wrong with it, I don't feel like I'm out too much money. So, which cube is my main? I don't think it's really hard at this point to determine, based on this comparison, which 5x5 is my main. Obviously, it's the Valk 5M. It was really hard to give up my Moyu 5x5 as a main, but I'm glad to see that something else is taking that top spot. At $49.95, I feel like it is absolutely worth the price. Amazing corner cutting, solid magnet to weight distribution, and an all-around fluid turning cube. So that's gonna do it for me in this video. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified for upcoming videos. Give this video a like because you're awesome and likes are fun. Comment any thoughts and which cube you would want as your main. Lastly, I started a merch site so you can now support my channel in a new and cool way. So feel free to check out that link in the description. So give it a look, consider buying something and help support my channel. Follow me on Instagram and Discord, links as well in the description. And until next time, happy cubing.